determination, laser focus. Banging on they though they taking notice.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Kamara off the draw. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
It's been a long day for you.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45. Yard line.
Boom! That's how we do it.
11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Ready.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. Intended that time for Cooper.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But it'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
No chance. Shift. Hey, kill.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now for Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Ready? Yellow lady. Block 54. Hey, come on now.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
We got to step it up. Hey, easy. Run. Mike's by 4. Now watch run.
Well, again, they'll throw with Breeze. Again has it complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Breeze now just 2 of 5 since coming on, but he does have a first down here.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Sammy. Hey, defense.
Breeze to throw again. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a second down coming up. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
36. 55 is my guy. 55.
Throwing now is Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
55. 55. Easy. Kill. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Championships, baby. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Check.
What exactly?
From the gun on third down, Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard
Ready.
line.
Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54. Hey, let's get this. Get this.
5-1.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, easy. Move. Move.
And that'll set him back 5.
Let's go, baby.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game.
Check,
First
check.
and 15.
Whip. Watch the whip.
12.
Check 55 Mike.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Check.
Tighten up. Tighten up. You kill. We're good. Slide forward. Ready. 20 seconds.
On play action, it's Breeze. This is caught. That's good for 28 yards.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Drew Brees keeping it himself from a yard out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. A first down run for Elliott, not going to pan out. He'll, in fact, wind up losing a couple. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it first and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field in the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even 1st half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
55. Right, he's the opposite.
Watch the run.
Buzz.
Breeze now on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Let's get this ball back.
53.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey, Alpha. Hey.
Right there. 54.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
You got it, son.
Check, check, check.
Mike 55, Mike 55. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Mike 55. Check, 55.
We go 21, 21.
Keep it up, guys.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Hey, 47.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Hey, watch this. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Here's Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go, 47.
Watch the screen. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Final play of the half. Prescott looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Throwing. Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 45 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Marr now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Well, we got a second. Let's look ahead to Week 7 and what's on the slate. Things start out Thursday night. Kansas City at Denver divisional battle.
Suddenly an interesting game. Kansas City having lost their last 2, and Denver now playing defense as we expected. But how about the NFL 100 game of the week? Oakland at Green Bay, a rematch of Super Bowl II.
Also have New Orleans at Chicago and Philly. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he's got room. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
It's just me and you. Hey, easy. 14.
Hey, exit. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
55 is my guy, 55.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And it's 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Hey, orbit.
Easy, opposite.
On 2nd and 15 now. Breeze. And this one complete to Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Kill.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Hey, zoom.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Sammy!
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Again, it's Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The end result, 21 yards.
Let's go.
Good for the Saints. First down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check right. Right there. 54. Right there.
Hey, Charlie.
Check pass.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Ted Ginn there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Lutz good on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
We own them.
Here we go. 46.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
Get in the right one.
Caught by Cobb. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Kill.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We got four.
47.
56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. That was close to a big play and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Breeze now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off Byron Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
54 is Mike. 54.
Hey, Mike 7.
54. I got it. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. You run. You run. You run.
Sammy.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Hey.
Go.
Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54.
36. Easy. Tonight.
Now Breeze to try again after the pick six. Looking, he's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
It's just me and you.
Kill.
Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Hey, easy.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
5-1.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
You're good. 5-4. Ready.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Here's Breeze to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Strip that ball.
53.
55 is Mike, guys. 55. Silver.
Hey, Echo.
55. Mike.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thomas, the intended target. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott now. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. He's at the 40, 30, 10, 5. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Blake Jarwin there to make the grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Yeah. You don't want nerve.
Check. Under. Hey, seam 6.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Now a desperation throw. It got his man complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
95-56.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
21.
On play action, it's Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have it. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Saints. Look at the big man rumble. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark. No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies. Lutz with the extra point. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it. And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the... And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Prescott to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Okay.
Here's Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Prescott on 4th down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous. And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way. Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it. It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a little bit of time here to get to field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right? And he's taken down here by the Saints. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Throwing again on second down. Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3.
0-2, 0-2.
Mike, 55.
Five.
Nice, sweetheart.
Hey, easy.
Mike, 55. Mike, 55. Hey, easy.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I'm here all day. Watch the safety creep.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 33 and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Now Breeze. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
55. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
13.
Mike 55. Mike 55. All day. All day.
Hey, easy. Hey, Alpha. Hey, kill.
To throw again on second down. Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
Here we go.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Ready? 95, 56, 95, 56. 54.
I got one. Check 90.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Slam.
Here we go.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.